Can we redraw everything? Tell me. Will you do it with me again? Bolo everybody. Bolo.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Marginal cost. Graphical presentation. Because graphical questions have been asked. Not drawing. See, you are not going to, or you are not required to draw. Okay? But to tell me. Analyze it and give answers. Yes. Chal. Aja. I'll do this again below here. So first you give those headings. Okay. Chalo, Aja. Can you give those headings? As of now, the basic assumption that we are taking, right, in this sheet, assumption, correct, is fixed cost is fixed irrespective of what number of units. बराबर है क्या? Variable cost per unit, fixed cost in totality is fixed. अच्छा लिखता हूँ. Totality is fixed irrespective of number of units. And variable cost is what? Tell me. Cost per unit is what? Tell me. Fixed or variable? Tell me. Variable cost per unit is what? Tell me. Bolo, bolo. Variable
Constant.
cost per unit, constant, correct, is constant, right? But in totality, it will change if what? Volume of units changes. बराबर है क्या? Tell me. चलो आ जाओ. Let's say number of units are 1000, correct? Or better, wait, 2000, right? Then add 2000 at every level, right? Make around 34,000 tak, correct? Have a look. 2000, add to 2000 every time, correct? Then tell me how much will be sales. How will you calculate sales? Bolo. This 2000 into what? Bolo, bolo, bolo. Quickly.
35.
35.
Unit by 35.
So this into 35 will be my sales. 1 minute. Do 0 units as well. Do 0 units as well. 0. So 35. Variable cost. Tell me. Sales or number of units into what? Tell me. 21. Correct. Contribution is going to be sales minus variable cost. Fixed cost is going to be 280,000. What? Fixed. Total cost is going to be this plus this. Profit is going to be what? What minus what is profit? Tell me.
Sales minus total cost.
Sales minus total cost, or I could say sales minus variable minus fixed cost. Both will work. Tell me. Okay. Right. So now what you have to do? Populate this. Populate this means what? If you have given formulas correctly यहाँ पे, correct, then you just have to copy and paste it up to 34,000. Have a look. See whether you can populate it. If yes, okay. If no, then let me know. I will repeat every. So first formula that you have put up 0 is 0 into 35. Sir, it is 0 only, but put the formula. No? That formula you can put everywhere up to 34,000. Everybody, tell me. What do you say, Asmita? Okay. Everybody okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now one by one, let's analyze. Correct. Chalo. Everybody got this answer? Or anyone having problem here? Can I go ahead? Lavdi, what do you say? Akshata, okay with it?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Then let's put up the graph. आ जाओ जल्दी quickly. Insert में जाओ. Insert. Go to this ऐसा scatter diagram वाला. Insert scatter X, Y और bubble chart. Right, and these lines do you see? Tell me. So we are going to make somewhere around 2 or 3 graphs, correct? To analyze things. आ जाओ. Now see, first you have got, first I want to analyze contribution. Now go to this table. contribution is received by which two factors? Which two factors help you to receive contribution? Tell me.
Sales and
So
variable.
just a
Sales
second. Can
variable
you
cost.
Sales
tell
and
me how
variable
to
cost.
go through the graph again?
Which graph, beta?
How to make the graph out of it? Could you please repeat?
So you choose this, okay? Select this, beta. Go to insert. There is a chart option. Chart option mein you will have this scatter option. Scatter option. Usme you have this what? Tell me. Scatter with straight lines. Do you see this?
Okay, thank you.
Right? Okay. Do that. You will get a graph like this. But tell me to analyze contribution. Have a look. Give the chart title to analysis of contribution first. Okay. Chalo. Now for contribution, what are the two things that are required? Tell me. Two things that are required for contribution. Bolo, bolo.
Sales and
Sales and
variable
variable.
costs.
Sales and variable cost. Now do what? Tell me. Everything else other than sales and variable cost. Now see the blue line and the what? Purple line. वो छोड़ के whatever this color is, right? I'm color blind थोड़ा सा. Correct. Whatever this color is. Sales and variable cost. Keep it afloat. Everything else delete it. देखो ये क्या है? Tell me. Total cost line निकाल दो. Not required. Delete. Select the line. Delete. Correct. Fixed cost as of now. Not required. Delete. Correct. Contribution as of now I don't require. I want to analyze contribution only. Right. So delete. Then orange profits, delete. Now if you have a look at contribution, now see what I'm trying to do. Aajo. I'm going step by step so you don't have problem. Okay. Chalo, aajo. Now see, this is nothing, this area. This area is what? Sales minus variable cost, correct or not? Sales and minus variable cost. This is sales line. So below this I will write down, this is, let's say, this is A. This is A, this is B, or better. A, B, C, correct? Then below this, you can also write, you don't need to draw all this and you can name it, correct? No issues. Or you could say refer Excel sheet, correct? So I can say line C and A is sales, correct? Comma, line C and B. What is C and B? Tell me.
Variable cost.
Variable cost. Correct. And area ABC or ACB is what? Tell me.
Contribution.
Is contribution. Now are you okay with the contribution being plotted here? Or is there still some friction? Tell me. Sir, verify karo. Sir, verify karo how the contribution works out. Okay. Come to 5,000 units. Come to this line 5,000 units. Fine. 6,000 units aa jao. 6,000 units. Yeah, better 10,000. Chalo 10,000 units pe how much is the sales? Tell me. Bolo bolo. How much is the sales? 10,000 units pe sales.
350,000.
350,000. This is the sales column. Correct. So aa jao somewhere here 350,000. Have a look. Here 350,000. A bit less than 400,000. Correct. And how much is the variable cost here? Tell me. Somewhere here. How much is the variable cost at 10,000? ये रो देखो.
210,000.
Look at this row. How much? 220, somewhere about 200,000. Correct or not? So this difference will be how much? Tell me. Your
140.
difference. This is contribution at any level. This is contribution, correct? This is contribution. Is everybody okay with this or any problem with this? Bolo. What do you
Yes,
say,
sir.
Lavdi? Now okay with it? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday we stopped where? Sir, profit loss, profit loss. Again, now what you will do? Tell me quickly, right? Again, insert one more table. ठीक है, आ जाओ. Insert. ठीक है. I'll take this. Now what I'll do is wait. इसके ऊपर ही अब I'll put up while pasting the Excel. I'll change it. ठीक है. You put it up on the side or somewhere where you can look at it. Correct? Why I'm doing this? Hear me out. Or wait. Okay with it? आ जाओ जरा. Again, now we have to analyze profits here. Profit and loss analysis. Write down chart का title. Profit and loss analysis. What you will write down? Profit and loss analysis. Correct. Now to get profit, what is the formula? Tell me. Two ways you can calculate profits. आ जाओ. How can you calculate profits? बोलो बोलो. Profit. Three ways can you calculate profit, or two ways can you per two ways. What are the two formulas for profit? Tell me.
Sales
Sales
variable
minus
minus
fixed.
हाँ, sales minus variable minus fixed, or I could say sales minus total cost directly.
Total cost.
Tell me. Both the things will work out. ठीक है. So let me do sales minus total cost as of now. Keep only those two lines. Other than that, remove everything. ठीक है. I need sales. Correct. So sales देखो is this dark blue line. देखो जरा. हाँ देखो वेरिएबल कॉस्ट आई डिलीट. करेक्ट. सेल्स किधर है बाबा? सेल्स टोटल कॉस्ट चाहिए. contribution. Okay, contribution also I want to delete. This is profit also I want to delete. ये क्या है बाबा? Tell me. What is this line? Tell me. देखो अभी दो ही लाइन है क्या? फिक्स कॉस्ट है, मार दो डिलीट. You have only two lines, sales and total costs. Then have a look. This line or this angle here. This is loss. This is what? Tell me. Loss. I'll name it correctly. Okay. This is A. This is B. This is C. This is D. This is E. This is profit. Sir, please verify. Chalo, let's verify. This comes somewhere here at 20,000 units. Chalo, go to 10,000 units. Again, focus here 10,000 units. What is the sales? Tell me sales. 10,000 unit पे sales somewhere here. How much is the sales at 10,000 unit? 350,000. बराबर है क्या? देखो जरा. सेल्स से देखो नीचे वाली लाइन है सेल्स. ये रहा. Sales 350,000. Can you see? And how much are the cost? Tell me. How much are the total cost? Sales total cost. This is total cost. What is the difference? Total cost is somewhere around 490. Correct. What is the difference? Tell me. 350, 490. This is loss only. देखो okay क्या? This is what is this point called at 20,000? Tell me.
Given
No
cost.
profit, no loss.
What is it called? No profit, no loss. Correct. No profit, no loss. Okay with it? Tell me. कोई problem? बोलो. That means, can I say at 20,000 units, or if I say somewhere around what? Tell me. Have a look. 20,000 units, right? Or somewhere at sale of 700,000. Correct? We have what? Tell me. Sale of what? 700,000. We have what? Tell me. No profit, no loss treatment. Correct? Everybody okay with this? Any problem with this? No profit, no loss. Loss area, profit area. Bolo. Okay, right? Now, last analysis is your variable, fixed, and total cost. Correct? Same thing again, right? If I even do copy paste or again put up a table. So what I'll do, wait, better. I'll copy this table again, correct? Paste it here again, and then again I'll put insert. Have a look. What I have to do now? I have to analyze sales variable or variable cost, fixed cost, and total cost. Correct? Chalo, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Aja. Now first we'll do what? Variable cost and total cost. How do they coincide? Or what is the analysis? Write down chart title. Variable cost and total cost. Correct? Aja. So what we have to do? Tell me. We don't need what? Total cost we need. Sales we don't need. Correct? Sales remove it. Correct? Then variable cost we need. Contribution do we need? No. Correct? Fixed cost do we need? No. Right? And do we need profits? Not at all. Now have a look at it. What is the relationship between variable cost and total cost? Bolo. Relationship between variable cost and total cost. Bolo.
Direct relationship.
Direct relationship. Tell me. Means what? Are they both parallel to each other? Tell me. Sir, variable cost goes up, total cost goes up. Variable cost goes up, total cost goes up. Are they going in up in the same proportion? Tell me.
No, sir.
What do you say? Make sense or does not make sense? Tell me.
Yes.
So if I have to write an analysis point here, can I write below that boss variable costs and that is variable costs in total and total cost, right, are what? Directly proportional to each other. बराबर है क्या? ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम? बोलो. ठीक, चलो वन मोर एनालिसिस. ठीक है, लास्ट फिक्स कॉस्ट का. सो आ जाओ. लास्ट वन मोर इंसर्ट द चार्ट. आ जाओ, डू द एनालिसिस. वैसे फिक्स कॉस्ट का एनालिसिस डज नॉट हैव अ लॉट ऑफ मीनिंग विद टोटल कॉस्ट, राइट? लेट्स एनालाइज ऑल द थ्री टुगेदर, देन विल राइट द चार्ट टाइटल. आ जाओ. आई डोंट वांट सेल्स एज ऑफ नाउ. सेल्स निकाल दो. आई वांट वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, आई वांट टोटल कॉस्ट. ठीक है, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट चाहिए, कंट्रीब्यूशन निकाल दो, टोटल कॉस्ट चाहिए, फिक्स कॉस्ट चाहिए, प्रॉफिट निकाल दो. हैव अ लुक. थोड़ा सा कैन यू एनालाइज दिस? सर, माय टोटल कॉस्ट लाइन स्टार्ट्स from 280,000, means total cost irrespective of any production will always be how much? Tell me. total cost
Constant.
irrespective of any production will be equal to fixed cost, correct or not? And it will rise, so total cost starts from here. This तो we have already what, tell me, understood. इसमें कुछ ज्यादा एनालिसिस वाला पार्ट है नहीं, करेक्ट. टोटल कॉस्ट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम ईयर, देख लो. ओके है, हैव अ लुक. कोई प्रॉब्लम इसमें, कोई टेंशन. राइट डाउन फिक्स कॉस्ट एंड टोटल कॉस्ट. ठीक है क्या? फिक्स कॉस्ट एंड टोटल कॉस्ट बराबर है. कोई टेंशन?
No, sir.
चल. हाँ, इफ आई हैव टू राइट बिलो टोटल कॉस्ट एट zero production is equal to what? बोलो. Total cost at zero production is how much? Tell me. Okay. What about this line of meeting of variable cost and fixed cost? उसका भी तो कुछ importance होगा. Have a look. Where is it meeting? Somewhere around 17,000. But there is no importance as such of that. ये जो यहाँ मिल रहा है variable cost and fixed cost जहाँ पे मिल रहा है somewhere around I think 16,000 ऐसा कुछ होगा. 16,000. ये देखो 280 and 336 इधर हो रहा है क्या मैच? somewhere in between here 252 or 294, but it does not have 12 और 14 के बीच में, does not have a lot of importance, correct? चल, now can we analyze everything together, right? अभी एक एक analyze किया, we will have to analyze what? Almost everything together. चलो क्या? Can I put up major things together? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Right? चलो, put everything in perspective. आ जाओ. Now is it better? Tell me. Now without my help, एक minute, I'll name the charts. ए बाबा. I'll name the lines, okay? And the points. Have a look. A, B, C, D, E and F. Correct? अब आराम से देखो, आराम से, right? You had done what? Tell me, first tell me, which is the profit area or loss and profit area? Tell me. एक मिनट, you wait. A, B, C, D, F, इधर this point. This point is G. This point is E. This is F. नहीं, इसका ठीक है, छोड़ो. G, H. चलो. What is loss area? And ये जो है I. And ये J. Loss area किधर है? When I say loss or profit area, where will you look at? Which are the two lines you will focus at? Tell me.
Sales and total cost.
Sales and total cost. That means which line? Sales वाली line ये है, correct? Is this sales line? No. This is this is sales line. You will look at this line. Tell me. A. And दूसरी line कौन सी देखोगे? Tell me. The light blue total cost. Dark blue, light blue. Right? So which area is profit? Which area is loss? Tell me.
GIE is loss and AEB is profit.
AEB. So everybody okay with it? Tell me. Or no? Have a look.
Yes.
This area. Some different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is loss. This is what? Tell me. Profit. Are you okay with it? Tell me. Profit. What do you say, Janta? This is profit. Okay with it? Tell me. Any problem with profit?
No, sir.
No,
Hello. Now, if you plot here, if you see, if you have a look, और सर इधर से ना come to this orange line of profit. देखो, is it at zero level? देखो ये यहाँ से coming profit line. It's at zero level. This is negative. This is loss, and this is profit. अब समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Tell me. Are you okay with it? Have a look. And at what number of units does the loss and profit meet at each other? 20,000. This is no profit, no loss. Are you
Sir,
okay?
Sir, please repeat this profit line again.
ये रही ना F line is profit line बेटा. J F line, correct? ये देखो.
Yes, sir.
At 20,000 it goes to zero. तो ये जो E point है उसका if I switch it down to zero, correct? There my profit का line will cross loss and turn into profit. That is what I want to say. Krishna, what do you say? Labdi, what do you say? Asmita,
no, sir.
क्या लगता है? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right? चलो. Then if I have to find contribution, अभी इसमें if I try to even plot contribution, right? थोड़ा problem होगा क्या? होगा. But let me do it, right? Have a look. This is sales, correct? A is sales. देखो मैं इधर लिखता हूँ. Wait. I will write here. A is sales. B is what? Tell me total cost. Correct. C is what? Tell me. C. C देखो. ये रहा color C. If I press on
Variable
C.
cost.
Variable cost. Correct. Variable cost. What is D? Tell me. देखो D. D is what?
Contribution.
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 Correct. E is what? Tell me.
Fixed cost.
Fixed.
Fixed cost. And F is what? Profit. Correct. अब शांति से. Okay. If I want to do contribution, correct? So contribution will work from, एक मिनट, ये देखो ये contribution है. This is contribution. That is what? A, I, and C is contribution. Right? So I will write, wait. Below this I will write all the notes. Correct? Notes. Right? AEB is profit. Correct? AEB is profit, comma. G, E and I. G, E and I is loss. Now tell me about contribution. What area is contribution? Tell me.
ACI.
Everybody. What area is contribution? Bolo. See from here.
AIC.
AIC, correct? देखो ये जो है यहाँ से यहाँ तक. What do you say, Krishna?
Yes, sir.
So can I say AIC is contribution? बरोबर है? Any problem? Chalo, can I go ahead then? Tell me. Now, sir, what are you trying to say? Now, see, at this contribution line also, if you try to draw a line and which coincides on the contribution, right? At no profit, no loss, what is happening? Tell me. At no profit, no loss, what is happening? Tell me. Are you coming at this 20,000 units only? देखो जरा. ये इधर. See, एक मिनट. At no profit, no loss. इधर से no profit, no loss में ऊपर चलो. Are you coinciding here? बोलो. 20,000 is variable cost and fixed cost meeting at that line? देखो जरा. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Have a look. See, this is the variable cost line. नहीं, sorry, contribution and fixed cost line is meeting here. So
हाँ.
therefore, एक minute, the point, wait, what I'm trying to say, the point here below this H point, या ये 20,000 का point here, K ले लो ये point, correct, and there is a point H. Are you okay with H? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
H पे contribution will be equal to, so here, have a look. If I say point H, right, is where contribution is meeting fixed cost, right, and that same H, if you try to get it down, correct, उसी पे profit zero है क्या? Have a look. Sir, that means if you have a look here, देखो contribution is equal to fixed cost. Look at this 20,000 line. Contribution is equal to fixed cost. No. Contribution is equal to fixed cost. ऐसा जब होगा तो profit कितना होगा? Tell me. How much will be profit?
0.
0. What do you say, Labdi?
Yes, sir.
Wherever the contribution line and fixed cost line are meeting, right? Where contribution line and fixed cost line is meeting, right? This is only the point or volume at which there is no profit / no loss treatment. Correct है क्या? देखो, make sense? Tell me. That is nothing but your, as we are going to slowly slide into what? BEP, right? At the end of this lecture, we'll go to what? BEP, break even point analysis, correct? उसी में जा रहे, right? But just what? Quick reminder of what is what. Are you okay with all the analysis? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, Krishna? Chal.
Yes.
Now, if this is okay, correct? Let's go to your notes again. Let's solve certain questions. Aja. I'll share this Excel with you. Don't worry. Correct? Arre. PM September. हाँ, चलो आ जाओ. Write down. Analysis of. सबसे पहले तो analysis of semi variable cost. Analysis of semi variable cost. Right? एक है high low method. And the other is advanced questions. Any as a few who has tried to access the soft copy of the book. ऐसा कोई है क्या? A soft copy of book नहीं. Soft copy of your notes on OneNote. Anyone who's tried to do that? Is it much more easier than PDF part? Tell me. PDF you have to find the pages, correct? You have high-low method. Write down or leave some space here, correct? And advanced question may leave some space, 5-7 lines, correct? Aajo, write an example. Company A has given following details. 10,000 units total cost $150,000. 15,000 units total cost $275,000. 20,000 units total cost $400,000. Correct? If 400 nahi, wait. Take it for 50,000 and 35,000 units. Correct? $920,000. Right? Calculate variable cost per unit and prepare a cost sheet with total variable cost and total fixed cost. Sure. What to do now? Tell me. High-low method, do you remember? Tell me how to do it. What you will do? Tell me what by what? Tell me.
The total cost divided by the number of units.
Total cost divided by the number of units. Correct? Difference of total cost, do you want to say?
Yes, sir.
At the lowest. So which is the lowest? What? Tell me. Production that you have done? 10,000.
10,000.
Highest is what? 35,000. So difference between 10,000 and 35,000. Correct? And compared to that, what? Tell me. 920. So box them up. Difference between them. Therefore, variable cost per unit. Now see, by dividing this, what do you get? Tell me. First find out. Chalo. What is the difference between both of them? Bolo. Difference between both of them. Tell me.
25,000 units or 770.
75,000 unit कहाँ से आया?
25,000 units.
हाँ,
This side.
25,000 units. And how much is the difference in dollars of total cost?
770.
770,000. बराबर है क्या? Therefore, if you divide both of them, 770,000 divided by 25,000. So what will be your bolo answer?
30.8.
30.8.
$30.8. Is it dollars or dollar per unit now? As you have divided by unit, tell me.
Dollar per unit.
Per unit.
Dollar per unit. What is this then exactly? एक मिनट ऐसा लिखो for 55,000 units. बोलो 770 by 25,000. You have got 30.8. What is this 30.8? Tell me.
Variable cost per unit.
Variable cost. Now see, sir, how did you do this? Right? How is this even possible? Correct or not? Whenever you do difference in total cost. Now tell me, do you remember I have written one analysis here? आ जाओ जरा in that analysis. Analysis of total cost and variable cost. Tell me. What is it? Bolo. They are proportional to each other. Means variable cost increase, total cost also increase. Variable cost increase, total cost also increase. So if I find difference between total cost in two different scenarios, right? Will I get the per unit cost? This is nothing but the variable cost per unit. What is this? Variable cost per unit. Therefore, at 10,000 units, right? How much is the variable cost? Tell me. How will you find variable cost? Tell me. Sir, 10,000 units into how much is per unit? $30.8 per unit. Therefore, how much is total variable cost? बोलो. ये कुछ लफड़ा हो गया क्या? Tell me. How much is this? बोलो. बोलो.
308,000.
अरे $308,000. अरे sir, total cost is only 150,000. How did it come to 308,000? देखो. How is this even possible? Tell me. Does this mean that there are other components as well, right? Can you blindly do high-low and find the answer? बोलो. चलो, let's do at 20 and 35. Can you do at 20 and 35? चलो 20 and 35 पे करके देखो. How much is it? बोलो बोलो. 20 and 35. 20 and 35. The examiner is not going to go in this scenario, but you should know this. Correct?
$31.33.
Will that match? Jaro karo 20,000 into 31.33. That will also go above what? Tell me. 450,000. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ क्या? Tell me. So can you blindly do high-low methods answer? That means there are two components here. Not only is there a semi-variable or variable cost here. बराबर है क्या? बोलो. The breakup has to be given for you to understand the semi-variable cost. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ क्या? Tell me. How will you find variable and in this scenario, how will you find the variable and the fixed cost? बोलो. Think about it. Can you even find? Tell me. बोलो बोलो. Is it even possible to do that? Total cost से करते या do you do total semi variable cost? याद करो. How do you do it? Tell me. Are they even proportional to each other? कुछ proportion? Is there any relationship of these units? Tell me. Is there any relationship with these units? Right? Variable cost निकाला आपने 308,000. Correct? Use it at let's say 35,000. चलो 35,000 पे also if you use it, how much will it come? 30.8 into 35,000 कितना आएगा? Tell me. 30.8 into 35,000. बोलो बोलो. How much will it be? बोलो बोलो. 35,000 into 30.8. बोलो. How much will it be? 900 something.
1,7,800.
हाँ, वो भी it goes above the total cost that is given to you. Then where are you making the mistake? देखो एक बार कैलकुलेशन चेक करो सारे. ये 150 एंड 920 का डिफरेंस 770 है क्या?
Yes, sir.
एवरीथिंग ओके. तो कहाँ प्रॉब्लम उठ रहा है? यू हैव डन बाय हाई लो मेथड ओनली. वेयर डू यू थिंक इज द प्रॉब्लम?
सर सबके वेरिएबल कॉस्ट डिफरेंट है.
सबके वेरिएबल कॉस्ट डिफरेंट है क्या? तो बेस अजम्पशन क्या होना चाहिए? टेल मी. राइट, here they should have written what? Tell me. That these are total costs which are in line. Correct? चलो लिखो, वापस लिखो. Here the costs are not aligned. right? Comma, you look for basic assumptions. You look for basic assumptions for costs to be aligned. Hence, blindly don't jump into what? Tell me. High-low method. Correct. वापस लिखो एक एग्जांपल. Right. 10,000 units. Total cost $150,000. $270,000. A 360, 390. Correct. 390. Are they now aligned? देखो जरा. 150 increasing by how much? Tell me. 10,000 units पे increasing at 120. Again increasing at what? 120. Therefore, write down variable cost per unit is fixed. Is fixed and fixed cost is constant. बराबर है. देखो. Therefore, calculate variable cost per unit. Or I will directly do variable cost per unit is how much? Tell me. How do you find the variable cost per unit? Tell me. Difference. देखो difference between total cost at 150 and 390 कितना होगा? Tell me. 150 and 390 कितना होगा?
240,000.
कितना? 240,000. Correct. And what is the difference between units? 20,000. How much is the variable cost per unit?
12.
$12 आएगा क्या per unit? Therefore, how much is the fixed cost? बोलो. How much is the fixed cost? If you do it at 10,000 units, correct? So you have 10,000, right? So you have what fixed cost will be how much? The total cost that is there minus the variable cost.
30,000.
Correct? 30,000. So how much is total cost? Sir, 150,000. Minus how much is the variable cost? 10,000 units per 10,000 into $12. Correct? So how much is the fixed cost then at every level? 30,000. बराबर है क्या? देखो. Makes sense. But without the two assumptions that are there, can you go ahead with the question? Very difficult.
No.
Correct? Two assumptions. Generally, these assumptions are assumed. Going ahead, it will be a basic assumption. Correct? And there is one question in CVP assumption which will reiterate कि यही assumptions है. Correct? Can I go ahead? Tell me. चलो. ये हो गया फिक्स कॉस्ट. नाउ सेमी वेरिएबल का मेरे को क्या है, हाई लो, राइट. एक हाई लो मेथड है, राइट. एंड एक एडवांस क्वेश्चन है. आ जाओ जरा. सेमी वेरिएबल ऑल्सो हाउ डू यू डू? राइट डाउन एग्जाम्पल. कंपनी ए हैज फॉलोइंग डेटा. $10,000 यूनिट्स पे डायरेक्ट मटेरियल $10 per unit. Direct labor $5 per unit. $5 per unit. Correct. Then you have machining cost. Correct. Is $40,000. $70,000. Rent of factory $10,000. $20,000. ऐसे 20 नहीं, सॉरी 10 ही होगा. रेंट है ना. Therefore calculate total variable cost per unit and contribution तो नहीं, चलो total variable cost per unit and total fixed cost. How will you do this? Tell me. अभी देखो, what I'm saying, fixed cost for 30,000 units, right? Assuming fixed cost remains same. चलो, how will you do it? आ जाओ. Now direct material, is it variable cost or fixed cost? बोलो.
Variable.
Variable cost. What about direct labor?
Variable.
What about machining cost? Tell me.
Semi-variable.
Semi-variable. Sir, if it had increased in the proportion of what? Tell me. Your what? Units. That means 40 ka 20,000. 42 it had gone to 80,000. Then what you would have? What? Tell me.
Stepped fixed cost.
हाँ नहीं, 40 to 80 होता, राइट. तो वेरिएबल कॉस्ट होता. करेक्ट और नॉट? व्हाट डू यू से? 40 to 80, that means $4 per unit, and then $20 पे $4 $80,000, right? That was not a problem. But when it comes to this 40 to 70, when it goes to 20,000, is it a variable, semi-variable, fixed or step fixed? Tell me. Logically speaking, बोलो. If no detail given, 40 to 70, will it be variable, fixed or semi-variable? Tell me.
Semi-variable.
Semi-variable. तो ये हो गया semi-variable cost, ये हो गया fixed cost. Now for that you have to do what? For 30,000 units you have to find the cost. अभी एक मिनट. Direct material, how much is it for 30,000 units? Tell me. 30,000 into how much, Baba? $10. Right? So how much it is? 300,000. चलो. Direct labor also you are okay. 30,000 into $5. How much is that, Baba? Tell me. Direct labor
150,000.
150,000. हाँ, but when it comes to machining cost, right? Machining cost में you have what? Machining cost, variable cost. How will you find that? बोलो बोलो. Difference between what? Tell me the machining cost, right? और semi variable cost, correct? कितना? 70 minus 40 divided by what? Tell me. 20,000 minus 10,000. बराबर है क्या? बोलो. How much is that per unit? It is coming. So whatever 30,000 you have to do into what is the variable cost? बोलो.
$3.
30,000 into $3. तो कितना हो गया बाबा? Tell me. 90,000. Correct. Now how much is the fixed cost in machining cost? Sir, fixed cost how do we find? Sir, total क्या था? Tell me. Semi variable cost is how much at 10,000 units? Tell me. Wait, I have to find fixed cost is equal to what? Total cost minus variable cost. Total cost कितना है? Total semi variable cost at 10,000 units how much? बोलो बोलो.
40,000.
40,000.
40,000. And how much is the variable cost? 10,000 into how much? Tell me.
40,000.
Into 3. 30,000. So how much is the fixed cost? बोलो.
10,000.
This goes outside 10,000. Right? So total machining cost, if you ask me, is 100,000. लिखने का जरूरत नहीं, but total machining cost. And what about the fixed cost? Tell me. This rent, whatever. How much will it be? 10 ka 20 it will be? Tell me. 10 ka 20 it will become, no? Or will
No,
it
sir.
It will be
Same.
10,000.
It will be 10,000 only. Correct? तो कितना हो गया total then? 300, 150, 90, 100, 90, 10,000 and 10,000. Tell me. बोलो. Total cost. कितना है? बोलो. Total cost.
560,000.
450. बराबर. 560,000. Are you okay with this? बोलो. Everybody? Makes sense? So if I come here, if I want to write formula, right, to find, 1 minute, variable cost, see, write down like this. Total costs are given. Total cost given, right? You have to find variable cost. How did you find the variable cost per unit? Tell me. Total cost given, variable cost per unit to be found out. How will you find? Tell me. बोलो. Difference in what? Total cost divided by what do you do? What did you do? Difference in what? Yeah,
Nets.
did you do it here? Difference in what? बोलो.
Number of units.
Number of units. But here I will write what? Tell me. But assumption of CVP should apply. बराबर है क्या? Assumption of what? Marginal costing. What are the assumption? Tell me. Will apply or should apply. Then only can you use the formula? Yes. Then tell me. Your what? बोलो. Your semi-variable cost, right? Semi-variable cost. How will you find out? आजाओ. Calculation of semi-variable cost. How do you calculate semi-variable cost? आजाओ. See how I am doing it. Let's say total semi-variable cost. I am dividing it into two parts. Correct? How do I find the total variable cost? Yeah, पहले I will find what? Variable cost per unit. सबसे पहले variable step 1. How do you find variable cost per unit? Tell me. बोलो. Difference in what?
Total cost.
Semi-variable. Total semi-variable cost. Total cost नहीं. The whole divided by what? Difference in
Number of units.
number of units. Obviously, what will apply? That assumptions will apply. correct? This will give you what? Tell me.
Variable cost per unit.
चलो आ जाओ. So you get what? Tell me. Either you get variable cost per unit, correct? Step 1. Step 2. Base units multiplied by variable cost per unit. Or I could write like this also. Have a look. Step 2. Can I write like this? Right? Fixed cost is equal to total costs given, total semi variable cost minus base units into variable cost per unit from step 1. बराबर है क्या?
Yes, sir.
And here you write down how do you get the fixed cost. Fixed cost you take from here. If write down asked for desired units, right? Then desired units into variable cost per unit, and then fixed cost is already step 2 plus step 2 fixed cost will give you total semi variable cost. So we need to go one more step ahead. Now I'm going to step fixed cost. Can I go to step fixed cost?
Yes, sir.
चलो आ जाओ. Write down step fixed cost. This is advanced question, huh? Step fixed cost. Give heading step fixed cost. एक मिनट, we did both the question, ना? एक advanced question इसका भी हो गया ये वाला. Okay. High low method we did and we did both. ठीक है. Advanced question का this is the table. Semi variable cost, right? By advanced question, right? Difference in total cost by difference in number of units, right? And high low method. ठीक है. चलो. Come to step fixed costs. आ जाओ. Write down heading step fixed cost. Write down example. Company A has given following data. Following data. Right? 10,000 units. 20,000 units. Correct. Direct material, direct labor, machine overheads, right? Either I'm writing per unit cost, huh? $10. So direct material $10 per unit at 10,000 units is 100,000. Here it is 200,000. Okay. At $7 per unit is 70,000, 140,000. Correct. Machine overhead, right? Variable cost $3 per unit, 30,000, 60,000. Correct. Then machine overhead fixed cost $20,000, 20,000. Correct. Total cost कितना है भाई total cost? Tell me. 1 to 20 ना, and इधर कितना है? 420. Company A wants to expand to 30,000 units. To 30,000 units, and for that they would need an extra machine which would cost them $20,000 extra in rent every year. Calculate total costs. Total cost, that is variable plus fixed, at yeah, 30,000 units. चलो ना 30,000 units. What is the base assumption without me even telling? Tell me. Will the direct material, labor and variable cost per unit remain same? Yes, right? So basic assumption wo hai. We will write the assumption, but first we need to understand how to maneuver around this. Correct? So आ जाओ. Easy peasy. 30,000 units. Correct? Tell me how much is direct material? $10 per unit into how much? 30,000 units. How much will that be, Baba? 300,000. Direct labor. How much? $3. कितना है? Direct labor is how much? Tell me. $7 ना रे? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Into 30,000. How much to this? 7 3 are 210,000 ना रे?
Yes, sir.
Then machine overheads, variable cost $3 into 30,000. Correct?
$90.
Then how much is the fixed cost? Sir, old was how much? 20, na? Now it will be how much? Old was 20. Now it will be how much? 40,000. More 20. Means how much will be fixed? 40. How much is total cost? बोलो. बराबर है.
640.
कितना? 640. 640. आप जैसा बोले. Correct. 640. Let me go one more step ahead. Calculate contribution. आ जाओ. Contribution इसी क्वेश्चन का at 10,000 units, 20,000 units, 30,000 units. Right? The assumption is assuming selling price. सेलिंग प्राइस कितना देते हैं? 640 है ना, तो $35 पर यूनिट. चलो आ जाओ. एक मिनट. कैलकुलेट कंट्रीब्यूशन कॉमा प्रॉफिट. ठीक है. कैलकुलेट कंट्रीब्यूशन कॉमा प्रॉफिट. चलो 3 कॉलम्स में 10,000 यूनिट्स, 20,000 यूनिट्स एंड 30,000 यूनिट्स. चलो तो हाउ मच इज द सेल्स? सेल्स इज हाउ मच? $35 at all level.
35.
Correct. So how much is the sales in first option? Tell me. $350,000. Second में कितना है बाबा? Tell me. $700,000. कितना? 1.05 million ना something. Do minus variable cost is how much? बोलो. Now take the total variable cost. How much is the total variable cost? I think $20, no? Total variable cost per unit, how much? See,
हाँ,
this is
$20. 20.
plus direct labor plus machine overhead. Correct?
Hmm.
$20. So 200,000. Correct? 400,000 and ये कितना है? 600,000. बराबर है. Sales minus variable cost gives you contribution. बोलो कितना है? 150,000. Now if I say per unit contribution is how much? $14. 14 है कितना? 15 है ना, सॉरी, $15 per unit. This is per unit. ठीक है. आ जाओ. Then how much is this बाबा? 300,000. And how much is this? Tell me.
450.
450,000. Correct. Now minus do fixed cost. बोलो. 15 से fixed cost. Tell me. 10,000 पे how much? 40 or 20? बोलो.
20.
20.
20,000. 20,000 पे how much?
20.
20,000. 30,000 पे how much? 40. Correct. How much is profit then in each situation? 130 are 130,000. Here how much it is? 280,000.
280.
And this is 410,000. 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . 10,000 . Now, can we say, hear me out.
Sir, this was the advanced question of step fixed.
ये नहीं, अभी तक एडवांस क्वेश्चन पे आया भी नहीं मैडम। ये तो पहले तो स्टेप फिक्स कैसे करेंगे वो है, राइट। ठीक है, एक टोटल कॉस्ट भी निकालो। टेल मी हाउ मच इज टोटल कॉस्ट, तीनों केस में। वेरिएबल कॉस्ट 200,000, ये 20,000, तो 220,000, 420,000, करेक्ट। एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लिस्ट कितना है बाबा, टेल मी। टोटल कॉस्ट 640,000, करेक्ट। ओके, टेल मी।
Yes, sir.
चलो, नाउ सी, एक मिनट, राइट। इफ आई हैड गिवन यू समथिंग लाइक दिस, देखो हियर मी आउट, ह्यूमर मी, ओके। इफ आई हैड गिवन यू 10,000 यूनिट्स पे टोटल कॉस्ट इज $220,000, सुन लो, total cost is 220,000 and at 30,000, correct, total cost is let's say 640,000, सुन लो। and I had given there is a step fixed cost of $20,000 added in this 640,000, right? And therefore, right, calculate what variable cost per unit and fixed cost in total. How would you calculate? बोलो, सोचो। I had given to you that step fixed cost is 20,000 in the 640,000 in the total cost, correct? बोलो, how would you calculate? How would you calculate variable cost per unit? अब आया एडवांस क्वेश्चन, टेल मी, डोंट राइट दिस। नाउ सी, हाउ वुड यू कैलकुलेट, टेल मी।
640 divided by 20,000.
640 divided by 20,000,
620,000 minus 220,000 divided by
tell me that step fixed cost just increases your fixed cost, correct? But if you go by the basic assumption, what are the two basic assumptions, tell me, right? What are the two basic assumptions of your marginal costing? Sir, variable cost per unit is fixed and fixed cost is fixed. But tell me, when 30,000 units are there and 640,000 is the total cost, tell me whether is the both assumptions already fulfilled or not fulfilled at all? Tell me. Because there is a step fixed cost. So sir, some X fixed cost is there. It should have been what? Same for all the levels. But sir, it is a step fixed cost. So sir, if I remove the step fixed cost of additional 20,000, 620,000 is nothing but what? Tell me. Bolo. The cost or total cost with assumption of variable cost per unit being same and fixed cost being constant. What do you say, Shreya? What do you
Yes,
say,
sir.
Akshata? Manisha? What do you say? Krishna?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
So then 10,000 will you compare with 640 or 220 will you compare with 640 or 220 will you compare with 620? Tell me.
220, 620.
Then 400,000 by 20,000. How much will be your variable cost? Tell me. $20 जो ऊपर है वो. You know the variable
Yes, sir.
cost as in this question. but I'm just trying to give context, correct or not? So right below this, Ajo, write down advanced question. With reference to above question. If only these details were given. $10,000 units to $20,000 total cost. Correct? Here, ये total cost पहले एक मिनट, total cost including $20,000 of fixed cost increase due to volume increasing. Calculate variable cost per unit and fixed cost. For 30,000, yeah, for 40,000 units, ऐसा कुछ करते हैं. For 40,000 units, assuming fixed cost of 30,000 units will apply here. Correct? आ जाओ. So write down interpretation. Total cost of 10,000 units and 30,000 units. Can it be compared directly? 220, 640, can you compare directly? Tell me. Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right? 10,000 units and 30,000 units cannot be compared directly. As there is a fixed cost involved. Fixed cost of step fixed cost in nature. Or a step fixed cost involved. ऐसा लिखो, as there is a step fixed cost involved. Therefore, removing the impact of same. So how do you remove 640,000 minus 20,000? 620,000. Therefore, 620,000 after is the cost that is, or that can be compared. Can be compared directly with 220,000 for 10,000 units. देखो ये सब ना when you do question, these basics will be challenged, correct? ये basics पता नहीं है तो आगे will you be able to solve questions?
No.
Because all the books take the assumption that you know these basics, correct? Therefore 10,000 units equal total cost, या पहले इधर लिखो total cost 220,000, right? And 30,000 units, correct? Comparable total cost is 620,000. Therefore variable cost per unit is nothing but difference. 620,000 divided by 30 minus 10. How much is that, bolo? $20 per unit. Did we use the variable cost formula? थोड़ी देर पहले जो यूज किया था वो. And I told you their assumption was what? Tell me. पहले लिखा था assumption of what? Variable cost per unit is fixed and fixed cost is fixed. यहाँ पे is that assumption followed when total cost में there is a step fixed cost? But चलो, correct? Does it make sense? चलो आगे. Tell me.
Yes.
Therefore 40,000 units, right? उस पे अगर निकालना है तो tell me how much is variable cost? 40,000 into $20, correct? How much is that, Baba? 800,000. And how much is fixed cost? एक मिनट, क्या पूछा है मैंने? 40,000 पे at calculate where how much would be the fixed cost? Tell me. How will you
40,000.
calculate that? बोलो. How do you calculate that? आराम से. Total cost. How much is total cost? बोलो. In the 40,000 unit, या पहले पुराना total cost निकालना पड़ेगा. 640,000 unit है क्या? $640,000 है क्या? At 30,000 और at 10,000. 30,000 पे निकालना पड़ेगा. So 640,000, correct? Minus क्या करूँ? Tell me. 30,000 क्या करूँ? Into what? $20. बराबर है ना? भूल गए क्या? Tell me.
Sir, 620,000 नहीं है.
620 होगा या 640 होगा? टोटल कॉस्ट कितना है? 30,000 यूनिट का टोटल कॉस्ट कितना है?
640.
640 होगा. 620 प्लस आपको स्टेप फिक्स 20 कॉस्ट करना पड़ेगा. या टोटल कॉस्ट 640 माइनस 30,000 इंटू व्हाट? $20. यानी ये 30,000 यूनिट का ही जो है वो ही 40,000 यूनिट को अप्लाई करेगा. करेक्ट? दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. इफ यू लुक एट द क्वेश्चन, सो 40,000. करेक्ट? सो हाउ मच इज द टोटल कॉस्ट? बोलो. 840,000. It makes complete sense now. Tell me. अगर आप इधर एक सेकेंड जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकेंड, राइट? अगर आप इधर 10 20 30 के ना इधर 40 बोलता आपको तो भी वही होता क्या? टेल मी. देखो 840 होता टोटल कॉस्ट, होता ही, राइट? वी आर डूइंग द सेम थिंग. सी वेदर यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. अभी ना प्रॉब्लम क्या है मालूम है क्या? डू यू नो व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन ऑल ऑफ दिस दैट वी आर डूइंग? टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस कि ये क्वेश्चन में पूछा बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. टू आइडेंटिफाई, राइट? किधर भी आपको स्टेप फिक्स कॉस्ट दिखाना, wherever you see step fixed cost, your brain should look for total cost. टोटल कॉस्ट और स्टेप फिक्स कॉस्ट दिया, सर निकालो स्टेप फिक्स कॉस्ट टोटल कॉस्ट को टू मेक इट व्हाट? एज पर द अजम्पशन. दैट इज हाउ इट इज. बराबर है क्या? हैव अ लुक. मेक सेंस? टेल मी. सारा जो कुछ भी किया, द होल बिल्डअप, was the whole build-up very good for you to understand how to calculate what's total cost या variable cost with step fixed cost वगैरह सब कुछ. चलो एक और क्वेश्चन देता हूँ, लास्ट क्वेश्चन.
सर वन डाउट इज देयर.
हाँ,
सर ये बेस यूनिट्स में 30,000 क्यों लिया, 40,000 क्यों नहीं लिया?
बिकॉज फिक्स कॉस्ट किसके हिसाब से है, टेल मी. फिक्स
Fixed
कॉस्ट
cost.
30,000 हो या 40,000 हो, सेम ही है, ऊपर लिख के दिया.
हाँ हाँ सेम है.
करेक्ट.
तो फिर अगर 50,000 यूनिट्स में निकालना होता तो भी अपन 30,000 ही अज्यूम करते.
Obviously, अगर if fixed costs are going to remain same, then obviously.
ओके ओके सर.
समझ में आया या बाउंसर गए, टेल मी.
नो सर.
समझा. राइट, राइट डाउन एग्जाम्पल. एक एग्जाम्पल डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन में से लू क्या, एग्जाम, एक एग्जाम क्वेश्चन है, चलो क्या, कौन सा था बाबा, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, राइट. 104 105 मैंने ऊपर था या इधर था, एक मिनट. Where was the question बाबा. हाँ ये रहा, देखो. करेक्ट. आई डोंट वांट यू टू सॉल्व फुल क्वेश्चन, आ जाओ जरा. A company makes and sells a single product when sale per months are $6.8 million. Total cost are how much? Sale दिया, total cost दिया, correct, right? Okay. When sales per month are 5.2 million, total cost are how much? 5.44 million. देखो जरा. So I'll write in perspective, have a look, right? First and second option. Sales कितना है first में? Tell me. 6.8 million. Correct. And how much are total cost? Tell me. $6.56 million. बराबर है. सेकेंड में टेल मी, व्हेन सेल्स पर मंथ आर $5.2 million, टोटल कॉस्ट आर हाउ मच? 5.44. करेक्ट. आ जा. राइट. देयर इज अ स्टेप फिक्स कॉस्ट इंक्रीज ऑफ 400,000 इन फिक्स कॉस्ट व्हेन सेल्स आर 6.0 million. हाउ मच? 6 million से ऊपर सेल गया तो हाउ मच इज अ स्टेप फिक्स कॉस्ट इंक्रीज, टेल मी.
400,000.
0.4 million.
So 1 minute. Here there will be 1 minute. If सुनो, if in the total cost fixed cost is x, बराबर है, तो यहाँ पे fixed cost will be what? X plus $0.4 million. Am I on the right track? Tell me. Right?
Yes, sir.
If variable cost per unit, that is the base assumption of CVP analysis, is okay, right? Then can I deduct from the total cost 0.4 million and will it become what? X and X same, and then can I find variable cost and total cost? Can I do that? Yes. But अभी इधर sales है, variable cost है. I am going there eventually, correct? I don't want you to solve this question, but are you okay with this view or are you not okay with this view? Tell me. Okay.
Yes.
अच्छा, बढ़िया. Then you want a break, right? Can we continue till 10:30? Tell me. चलेगा? Or
Yes,
else
sir.
what, up to 9:45 I don't have a problem. 9:45 or 10.
9:45 और 10.
मतलब मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, नो ब्रेक, बट ब्रेक जरूरी है ऐसा मेरे को लग रहा है. आप बाद में का दोपहर को डाल दूंगा मनीषा, रात को देख लेना, चलेगा?
हाँ
ओके. तो इट्स व्हाट 9:06, 9:22 तक आ जाओ.
सर विदाउट ब्रेक कैन वी कंटिन्यू?
विदाउट ब्रेक मेरे को प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आपको प्रॉब्लम होगी. अभी थोड़ा और एडवांस होने वाला है, करेक्ट. आई डोंट वांट यू टू गेट कंफ्यूज्ड, राइट. आराम से करते ना, मेरे को कोई
ओके
गड़बड़
सर.
नहीं, करेक्ट. quickly come back, guys. Back. Are you all back? Can we start?
Yes.
Done. Breakfast. Tea, coffee, Bonvita.
Yes, sir.
Done. What? Kanji.
Yes.
Yes, Asmita. बढ़िया. Everybody back. Labdi back. Manisha. Krishna. Shreya. Back.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Now I want to take last basic part. Right. वैसे basic is done. Right. Just let's go through everything once. Correct. कोई problem इसमें किधर? If semi variable comes up, will you be comfortable? Step fixed comes up, will you be comfortable? Tell me.
Good, sir.
Right. Sure. So we can go into CVP. आ जाओ. CVP we are done in this only, ना? Basics वाले part में. We are now going into the decision making or CVP analysis as the first chapter. ठीक है? Or basics I can do, but I will cover it there in CVP analysis. It is much more relatable there. Correct? I will do what? Decision making part. Right. उसमें first is what? CVP analysis. Cost volume. Profit analysis. Correct? Main chart. ठीक. CVP analysis. उसमें there is a question assumptions of CVP.
सर चैप्टर 1 खत्म हो गया है.
हाँ बेसिक्स खत्म हो गए मैडम. राइट. ये मेरे हिसाब से बेसिक्स है. ठीक है. कोई बुक में आपको ये बेसिक नहीं मिलेगा. करेक्ट. ये जो हमने लास्ट में किया है वी हैव डन सेमी वेरिएबल, वी हैव डन व्हाट, प्लॉटिंग. राइट. वो सब. राइट. assumptions of CVP एक क्वेश्चन है. करेक्ट. आ जाओ एक मिनट. I have given you the study text. थोड़ा सा let me open up the study text also. BPP का study text open कर रहा हूँ for you to understand. Right. आ जाओ जरा. Did you try the question activity based costing? बोलो. किया था. क्वेश्चन वाज इजी. कंपैरेटिवली इजियर है. सब कुछ तो मैंने बता दिया था. करेक्ट. आ जाओ जरा. कॉस्ट वॉल्यूम प्रॉफिट एनालिसिस. ये थोड़ा अजम्पशन पे फोकस करो. हैव वी टॉट. एक मिनट पहले लिख लो. चलो एक मिनट पहले लिख लो. एक अजम्पशन वाला क्वेश्चन है. ठीक है. और एक एंड में एडवांटेजेस डिसएडवांटेजेस वाला है. देखो जरा. एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन है. टारगेट हो गया. प्रॉफिट फॉर मल्टीपल. मार्जिन फॉर सेफ्टी. मल्टी प्रोडक्ट ग्राफ्स. हाँ. लिमिटेशन ऑफ ब्रेक इवन एनालिसिस दिख रहा है क्या? एक
Sir,
क्वेश्चन
your
है.
screen is not visible.
नॉट विजिबल. ओके मैडम. हैव अ लुक. एक क्वेश्चन है assumption of what? टेल मी. CVP एनालिसिस. करेक्ट. प्लस एक और क्वेश्चन है लिमिटेशन ऑफ ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. दीज आर थियरी क्वेश्चन. बेसिक के साथ ये थियरी है. प्योर थियरी क्वेश्चन. लिमिटेशन ऑफ ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. ये देखो. ये लिमिटेशन वाला क्वेश्चन है. एंड में दिख रहा है क्या? ठीक. उसके बाद लिखो ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट फॉर अ सिंगल प्रोडक्ट. मेरे को सेल्स मिक्स वगैरह करना था, बट इसमें मैं बेसिक्स कवर कर लूंगा, ठीक है। ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट फॉर अ मल्टी प्रोडक्ट सिंगल प्रोडक्ट बिजनेस, मल्टी प्रोडक्ट बिजनेस, करेक्ट, राइट। ये तो सारा पूरा एक व्हाट, इट इज अ फुल फ्लेज क्या है, बहुत बड़ा दो पोर्शन है। ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट फॉर अ सिंगल प्रोडक्ट एंड ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट फॉर व्हाट, मल्टी प्रोडक्ट, राइट। अभी assumptions ऑफ सीवीपी, एक मिनट, इट इज देयर इन योर नोट्स। अब मेरे को आई डोंट इवन हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट बिकॉज assumptions आपके लिए बहुत इजी है। लेट मी टेक अप दिस इन द नोट्स। टुडेज होमवर्क इज राइटिंग दीज assumptions। बहुत छोटा क्वेश्चन है, राइट। आ जाओ जरा, लेट अस डिस्कस दिस एंड देन स्टार्ट आवर व्हाट, assumptions सीवीपी, करेक्ट। देखो जरा, ये देखो, ये वाला पार्ट दिख रहा है आपको, समझ में आ रहा है? दिस इज पेंडिंग, बेसिक्स में लेना था, बट आई विल टेक इट हियर, करेक्ट। मल्टी प्रोडक्ट में व्हेन आई विल गो आई विल टेक इट, बट आर यू ओके विद दिस ऑफ ओनली वन प्रोडक्ट? टेल मी, अभी तक तो वन प्रोडक्ट की बातें हुई है। टेल मी, सेल्स माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट गिव्स यू फिक्स कॉस्ट, अपना ये कंट्रीब्यूशन माइनस फिक्स कॉस्ट गिव्स यू प्रॉफिट, राइट। देन हैव अ लुक, फिक्स कॉस्ट पर पीरियड आर सेम इन टोटल and unit variable costs are constant amount at all level of output and sales. अरे थर्ड पॉइंट देखो, हैव वी टॉक्ड अबाउट थर्ड पॉइंट एंड फोर्थ पॉइंट? सेलिंग प्राइस is constant if nothing is given, right? Selling price is constant, right? Assumptions yani if nothing is given in the question, right, specifically, then you can assume sir variable cost per unit same hai, selling price per unit same hai, fixed cost in total same hai, is what all these 3 points are. Fourth point देखो, have we talked quite in detail about fourth point? Tell me, what do you say, Shreya? Production volume is equal to sales volume is the basic assumption if nothing is given, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
But if they both are different, then life is a bit different. But if they both are same, generally what, tell me, it will be the same only, correct है क्या? Tell me. Okay, चलो आते क्या? Now write down break even point. First I am doing a single product. चलो write down, it is that volume of sale, it is that volume of sale at which you are at a no profit no loss stage. That is refer Excel. ठीक है, एक मिनट, एक सेकंड। Here if I ask you no profit no loss situation, at what number of units है? Tell me, at what sales volume is your no profit no loss hitting? बोलो। इधर देखो, ऊपर हमने मार्क भी किया है, no profit no loss hitting you. Where is it hitting you? बोलो। At what number of units? No profit, no loss. एक मिनट, सॉरी एक्सेल दिख रहा है आपको? हाँ नहीं.
No,
How
sir.
is the Excel visible? Have a look. At no profit, no loss. ये no profit, no loss. Where is it hitting you? देखो जरा.
20,000.
20,000.
20,000
20,000
units.
20,000.
correct? That is एक मिनट. Refer Excel, right? Sheet 2 बोलता हूँ, sheet 2. ये जो ग्राफिकल नीचे, ये ऊपर का डिलीट कर दूं क्या रे? Tell me this one. Can I delete this? ये कुछ काम का नहीं है.
Okay, sir.
I have done it again. Below. क्या बोलते हो? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
ये डिलीट मार दो. Tell me. ये रुको, पहले ये और ये डिलीट मारने दो. This is better, no? ठीक है क्या? आ जाओ. Are you okay with this? Tell me. Any problem? Right? So can I say chart 2 here? This is chart 2. बराबर है ना? This is chart 1. Just trying to make sense out of it, so we can do what? Cross referencing. Chart 2, chart 3, and chart 4. Okay. Refer Excel chart 2, right? So usme you can also write 20,000 units is where there is no profit, no loss. No loss, correct? Now second, that is write down chart 4 पे चलो. Chart 4. Chart 4. Again come to this 20,000 unit in chart 4. आ जाओ जरा. 20,000 unit in chart 4. देखो जरा यहाँ पे. This line. What is happening here? बोलो. Point H. H is what? At 20,000 unit, what is happening? Not only is there no profit, no loss, but what is equal to what? Read in the notes below. Tell me. At point H, that is at 20,000 unit, that is break even point units. What is happening? Bolo. Have a look at it.
Contribution is meeting the fixed
Contribution
cost.
is equal to fixed.
That means, sir, whatever. Now see, sir, this bottle I am making for $100. $30 is the variable cost. $70 is in my pocket. Correct? Example, right? And sir, I am doing 10,000 units. Correct? So 70 into 10,000, 700,000. And sir, my fixed cost is also 700,000. That means at no profit, no loss, what is my units? बराबर बोल रहा हूँ क्या? Asmita, what do you say? Tell me. So if I refer chart 4, correct? That is refer Excel. You see all the basics, right? Now making sense. Chart 4. We can say that contribution, what do you say, Krishna, is equal to fixed cost at the no profit, no loss level. Correct?
Okay.
Does it make sense? Now all these drawings, chart and all that. Correct? Second, the number of units at no profit, no loss is called as what? Break even point. Break even point units. Right? Excel chart 2 and 4. How many units are there? Chart 2 and 4 में units कितने? Tell me.
20,000.
20,000 units. 20,000 units. I have what? A purpose for everything that I have done will be used here in break even. आगे जाते हुए limiting factor. Everywhere it will be used. Correct? Third, the total sales at no profit, no loss is called as break even sales. What is it called? Break even sales. Correct? In Excel chart, tell me what is the sale amount at 20,000 unit? कितना है? Have a look. The sales at point what? Tell me. Sales line पे चलो. Point E. How much is the sales? Tell me. Point E.
700,000.
700,000. Point E. How much is the sale? 700,000. And if I do what? Units 20,000. Correct. So you could find this by two ways. Correct. This is 700,000. Like that. Like it from graph. Correct. Or if I told you break even point is 20,000. 1 minute. Break even units are 20,000. If you multiply it by the selling price, will you get break even sales? That also you could have done. Both the options are open. Correct. $700,000. बराबर है क्या? Now sir, this graph and all is okay. But how to calculate break even units and
Sir,
break
what you
even
have written before graph in third
from
point?
graph? From the graph. Right? From graph. Chalo. Write down our next heading. Break even point. या ब्रेक इवन यूनिट्स भी चलेगा, पॉइंट लिखने का जरूरत नहीं. ब्रेक इवन यूनिट्स स्लैश सेल्स. राइट डाउन ब्रेक इवन यूनिट अभी 1. Leave 10 lines here. We are going to write 3-4 formulas here for this. Break even unit, break even sales. Correct? Chalu, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Ten lines. Introduction to cost and contribution ratios. Example 10,000 units, $100, 1 million sales, variable cost is $35. Therefore, how much is contribution? $65. How much is the contribution? Tell me. 650,000. Therefore, calculate contribution by sales ratio and variable cost by sales ratio. और इसको शॉर्ट में बोलते हैं PV रेशियो. What is it called? In some books, it is used PV ratio. And this also can be called variable cost ratio. Correct? Sure. Therefore, contribution by sales ratio is how much? Tell me. Bolo. 650,000 contribution divided by what? 1 million. ये बराबर है ना रे? Tell me. Or if I have to do per unit, how will I find out? Tell me. So how much is the contribution by sales ratio?
0.65.
0.65 or 65% or 0.65, whatever you want to say. Then go for variable cost ratio. What is variable cost ratio? Tell me. Total variable cost $350,000 divided by 1 million or $35 per unit divided by $100. How much?
35% or 0.35.
35%, right? Or 0.35. Now, can I say that always contribution by sales ratio plus variable cost ratio will be equal to how much? Bolo. How much? 100%
100%.
or 1, whatever you want to say. One more analysis, final analysis in this. थोड़ा देखो. If you go to assumptions, suno, focus here. If you go to assumptions of what? CVP. Will selling price be constant if nothing is given?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Will variable cost be constant if nothing is given?
Yes, sir.
That only means will contribution be constant if nothing is given?
Yes, sir.
That only means contribution by sales ratio will it be same irrespective of if nothing is given? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
And variable cost ratio will also remain same if nothing is given. So added assumptions, correct? Right? Added assumptions, correct? Selling price, variable cost, right, should be same, right? That only means contribution also will be same. If that is same, then C by S ratio, right, will also be same, and variable cost ratio will also be same. बराबर है क्या रे? Tell me. So if you are stuck somewhere, if you find any one ratio out of it, see, if you find contribution by sales, can you find variable cost ratio? Why not? Right? It is a circle, ray. Correct? Okay. Chal. Can I go ahead? Write down next example. $15,000 units. Direct material. $5 per unit. कितना हुआ direct material? $5 पे कितना आएगा? 15 5 $75,000. Correct? Direct labor. $3 per unit. Correct? $3 per unit. Correct? कितना आएगा? 45,000.
45,000.
Correct? Then you have machine overheads. $2 per unit. $30,000. Right? You have fixed production overheads. $42,000. Correct? You have variable non-production overheads, correct? $4 per unit, $60,000, correct? And you have fixed non-production overheads, $48,000. How much is total cost?
300,000.
$300,000. Sales, right? 15,000 in other. Tell me. 15,000 units. Sales slash production slash capacity slash budgeted sales, whatever you want to say. Budgeted selling price. एक मिनट, no, sorry. Sales ही लिखो, selling price लिखो, sorry. Selling price per unit, because 15,000 selling price per unit, correct? एक मिनट, 5 and 3 8 and 2 10 and 4 14 20 लिखा तो कितना होगा रे? नहीं, 20 पे तो टोटल कॉस्ट विल बी 20 नहीं और $25. So how much is the total sales? Selling price per unit $25. Full stop करो, ठीक है? Calculate the point of no gain या no profit, no loss. सुनो एक मिनट. In A, number of units, and B, right, sales in total. Correct? Can we do this? देखो जरा. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
चलो, quickly let's move. First, what we will have to do? पहले, whenever a question comes up and you find some BP पूछा, no profit no loss point, right? Correct? उस पे units कितना, sale कितना. The first thing that you have to do is divide the cost in variable, fixed, get the contribution, get the profit. ठीक है क्या? पहले let's make a what? Tell me. Cost sheet. इधर ही बनाओ क्या? Tell me. Have a look. 15,000 units, correct? You do it below. Sales, how much is it? $25. Bolo. How much is sales? Bolo. 15,000 to $25.
75,000.
How much?
375.
375,000. Okay. $375,000. Okay. Minus I do variable cost. Now can I take total of all the variable cost? सब ले लो. Direct material plus direct labor plus machine overhead plus what should I do? Should I take this $4 का non-production overhead? That is also variable cost. Tell me. Yes. So plus non-production overhead. All total is how much per unit? Tell me. बोलो. How much is it? Variable cost. 5 plus 3 plus 2. कितना होगा रे? 10, 14.
14.
ठीक है. How much is the variable cost then?
210,000.
$14 per unit. How much, Beba? Sorry.
210,000.
210,000.
210,000. Correct. So how much is the contribution, Baba? Tell me. 165,000. Correct. Out of that, you have to deduct fixed cost. How much are the fixed cost? Tell me. 1 minute. Your production overhead, correct, plus your non-production overhead, both added together, 42,000 and 48,000, Baba. Correct. So how much is the total fixed cost? Bolo.
90,000.
$90,000. How much is the profit? Bolo.
75,000.
75,000. Okay है क्या? Tell me. See, one way is you could go directly to Excel, do from 0 units. बराबर है ना रे? Tell me. Can you do that? We have done in Excel was 0 units say go to 20, 30,000 units and then try to find that point, pinpoint on that what graph and try to do it. बोलो कर सकते क्या? That is one way of doing it. Yes, but sir, how to do it straightforward without probably what? Tell me. How to do this? How to find the break-even point units?
Sir, reverse calculation we will do.
Reverse calculation. Okay. How to do, madam, reverse calculation?
We will assume profit equals to 0, then fixed cost remains same 90,000.
Hmm.
After that, I don't know.
After that, you don't know.
Hmm.
चलो आ जाओ. Can we go back up here? आ जाओ जरा. We have written certain assumptions. Have a look. Right? If you closely observe, correct? Have a look. What happens? At no profit, no loss, correct? What happens? Is your contribution equal to what? Fixed cost? Contribution is equal to fixed cost. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes or no? Right. Then come to the part. इधर लिखा है ना हमने. Tell me. Contribution is equal to fixed cost. अभी देखो आप. Here. Right? Sir, my contribution X, right, should be equal to fixed cost, right? And ये zero हो जाएगा sir. And contribution is based on number of units or two things. Contribution आप कैसे निकाल सकते हो sir? If I directly give you contribution per unit, if you have with you, right, it will remain constant straight away. So how much is the contribution per unit? Tell me. बोलो. $14 per unit. How much? $14 per unit into some x, right, will be equal to how much fixed cost do you have? Tell me.
90,000.
90,000. बराबर बोल रहा हूँ क्या? Tell me. Write down below. As per above analysis. एक मिनट. Contribution, sir, is equal to fixed cost. Right? At no profit, no loss level. Correct? Right? But contribution is dependent on what? Tell me.
Sales and variable cost.
हाँ, so sales or production units, correct? बराबर बोल रहा हूँ क्या रे? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Right? Sales or production units, correct? Sales or production units. And fixed cost is a constant irrespective of sales or production units. बराबर है क्या? Have a look, makes sense. Therefore, no profit, no loss sales unit, right, multiplied by your contribution, right, per unit should give you total fixed cost. बराबर है क्या रे? देखो. Does it make sense now? Krishna, what do you say?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, if I have to find no profit, no loss sales unit, or also called as what? Break even point in units. या break even point तो मत ही लिखो. Break even in units. What is the formula? What divided by what? Total fixed cost divided by what? Tell me. This contribution goes this side. Labdi, what do you say? Shreya,
Yes, sir.
makes sense? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, you have to find this break-even units is equal to what? How much the total fixed cost, Super? Tell me. 90,000, correct? So 90,000 divided by how much is contribution per unit? Tell me. How much is
One.
contribution per unit?
14.
14 again. Variable cost है ना 14 तो.
11.
$11.
11.
Correct. So 90,000 divided by $11 per unit. Tell me. Therefore, break-even units are how much?
Eight one 8182.
8182 units. 8181.8 something ऐसा होगा ना? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
8182
Sir.
units. ठीक. But if I had asked you, write the answer in dollars to the nearest 100, would you write 8,100 or would you write 8,200?
8,000.
8,200.
Correct. This means interpretation. This means that at 8182 units, right? 8182 units, contribution will be equal to fixed cost and profit will be how much? 100 to 100 या 0? Tell me.
0.
Right. ये हो गया ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. One more example for understanding. So first formula of break even in units will go here in your break even unit. Tell me what is the formula? Break even units. What is the formula? Tell me. What divided by what?
Total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit.
Total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. बराबर है क्या? चल, come back to this. Let's do a bit of what? Practice of this. Write down example. Sales is equal to $15 per unit. Variable cost is equal to $7.25 per unit. Correct. Comma. Fixed cost is equal to $80,000. Calculate break even. Units. Can you do this? Tell me. Without my help. Try it. Chalo, quickly try it.
10,000.
Break even units. हाँ.
Tell me.
1,323.
How did you calculate? Tell me. 8,000 divided by 15 minus what? Tell me.
80,000 divided by 15 minus
80,000. Okay.
7.25.
So how much is it? How many units bola? Sorry. 1,000.
10,000. हाँ.
हाँ.
323. 323.
323 units. Correct? Okay with it? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, if I had asked you break even sales, how would you find out? Break even sales. 10,323 units
Into 15.
into 15. कितना होगा बाबा? Tell me.
154,845.
dollars. Correct. So first formula of break even sales, I don't want to write that formula, but is it very evident कि break even unit दिया है तो multiply by the selling price get break even sales. ये एक तरीका ओके है क्या? Tell me. Will
Yes,
it make
sir.
sense or not make sense? चलो. Then go ahead. Break even sales में write down the formula. Right. Into selling price per unit. This is total break even sales. Very rarely will you use this formula. Okay, but you need to have it somewhere written. Correct. Now let's go ahead. Okay. Example. Correct. Now see what I'm doing. Sales is equal to $500,000. Now I'm giving sales in what? Dollars. Variable cost is equal to $275,000. Fixed cost is equal to what? देखो जरा कितना है बाबा? Fixed cost हाँ 125,000. Therefore, calculate break even units, comma, say. How to do this? बोलो. See the best way. अभी तक whatever you have learned, right? Tell me sales also based on the same number of units. Variable cost also based on the same number of units. Then contribution also will it be based on same number of units? Tell me. At least see here units are not given. But can you find the contribution in dollars? Tell me. How much is the contribution in dollars? Tell me. 500,000 minus what should I do to find contribution?
275.
75,000. How much are you remaining?
225.
225,000.
$25,000. Correct again? Right? 225,000 is my contribution that is there. And fixed cost is how much?
Plus 125. तो variable
Plus
cost आ जाएगी
125. तो क्या आ जाएगा?
350. 350 variable cost.
350 वेरिएबल कॉस्ट.
हाँ.
क्या बोल रहे हो आप?
Sir, CS ratio.
मैंने तो ब्रेक इवन पूछा है ना.
हाँ, मैं ब्रेक इवन के हिसाब से बता रही हूँ. प्रॉफिट 0, फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट 125, कंट्रीब्यूशन 225. Variable cost will be 350.
हाँ.
Then we will find sales.
वेरिएबल कॉस्ट विल बी हाउ मच?
350.
मैंने तो ब्रेक इवन यूनिट या सेल्स पूछा है मैडम. बाकी कुछ नहीं पूछा.
फाइंड कर रही हूँ.
हाँ.
सर आई एम फाइंडिंग इट.
ओके. टेल मी कृष्णा, हाउ वुड यू डू इट? लब्धि क्या लगता है? कैन यू फाइंड वेरिएबल व्हाट? राइट. मैं अगर आपको सेलिंग प्राइस दे दूं तो विल यू बी एबल टू फाइंड यूनिट्स? अब निकालो, इधर से कट करो, ब्रेक इवन यूनिट्स निकाल दो, खाली ब्रेक इवन सेल्स निकाल के दो. यूनिट्स कट कर दो, चलो सेल्स निकाल के दो, ब्रेक इवन. Because see, are units given to you anywhere?
No, sir.
575,000.
क्या? 575,000 sales. Okay. Break even sales.
हाँ, ब्रेक इवन सेल्स.
Okay. $575,000 है क्या? एक मिनट. Did you learn one thing? Did you understand sales by variable cost, yeah, variable, sorry, contribution by sales gives you what? Tell me.
CS ratio.
Here, can you find contribution by sales ratio? How much is contribution divided by sales? 225,000, correct, divided by 500,000. कितना है? Tell me what is the ratio?
0.45.
45.
0.45. That is 45%. Correct. Everybody okay with 45%? बराबर है. इससे भी आप निकाल सकते क्या? Tell me. That means एक मिनट. I want fixed cost to be equal to contribution. देखो, fixed cost. यानी एक मिनट. If I say एक मिनट. Hear me out. Okay. Sir, सुनो. Contribution, right, is equal to sales into 45%. बराबर है क्या? Are you okay with this? क्या बोलते हैं श्रेया?
Yes, sir.
Right. I want you to find break even sales. सुनो, ब्रेक इवन सेल्स में होता क्या है सर? कंट्रीब्यूशन इन टोटल, बराबर है ना? टोटल कंट्रीब्यूशन विल बी इक्वल टू व्हाट? टेल मी. टोटल फिक्स कॉस्ट.
Fixed cost.
नाउ डू यू हैव द टोटल फिक्स कॉस्ट विद यू? हाउ मच इज टोटल फिक्स कॉस्ट? टेल मी. ऊपर
125.
125.
$125,000 एंड टोटल कंट्रीब्यूशन इधर निकाला आपने. हाउ मच इज कंट्रीब्यूशन? हाउ विल यू फाइंड कंट्रीब्यूशन?
225.
अरे राज, थोड़ा आराम से. Contribution by sales. If you have to find contribution, what is the formula? Tell me. Sales into what? 45%. If they both are same, right? If I do sales into 45%, gives me 125,000. Will I be at no profit, no loss? Tell me. बोलो.
Yes, sir.
Right? Therefore, yeah, इधर बोलो break even sales, right? Break even sales, right, is equal to 125,000 divided by 45%. Therefore, break even sales कितना है? 125,000 divided by 45%. बोलो, how much is that?
277,778.
क्या लगता है? Now does it make sense? Formula
Yes,
तो
sir.
मालूम होगा, but this is the logic. Contribution is equal to what? Sales into 45%. And if I want my contribution to be equal to the fixed cost, if I divide the fixed cost by the contribution by sales ratio, correct or not, will I get my sales at a break even point? Tell me. सोच लो जरा. What do you say, Krishna? Or no?
Yes, sir.
Got it? Sure?
Mm.
Labdi? This is a derivation of the formula. अरे सर डेरिवेशन वेरिएशन कौन पढ़ाता है सर? करेक्ट. So sir, if I make $100 sale, सुनो, I make a $45 contribution. If I want a contribution of 125,000, if I divide by contribution per unit, I get units. Contribution per unit से divide करूंगा fixed cost को, I get units. But sir, if I divide by the contribution ratio where units are not given, I will get directly total sales. Correct or not? Shreya, what do you feel?
Yes, sir.
अब ओके है. दिस इज द डेरिवेशन ऑफ द फॉर्मूला. ये अगर नहीं आता है तो इन एग्जाम यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. अब एक मिनट उल्टा. इफ आई हैड गिवन सेलिंग प्राइस हियर, सेलिंग प्राइस पर यूनिट, कुड यू फाइंड बीईपी इन यूनिट्स? यस, निकाल सकते थे. बट सेलिंग प्राइस कभी देंगे नहीं व्हेन यू हैव टू फाइंड एवरीथिंग इन टोटलिटी. हाँ, बीईपी यूनिट से यू माइट हैव टू गो टू बीईपी सेल्स फॉर सम वर्क. बहुत लेस टाइम ऐसा होगा दैट फ्रॉम बीईपी सेल्स यू हैव टू गो टू बीईपी यूनिट्स. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो आई एम नॉट राइटिंग द कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री फॉर्मूला बीईपी सेल्स का. राइट डाउन इधर बीईपी सेल्स. व्हाट इज द सेकंड फॉर्मूला दैट वी हैव डिराइव्ड? टेल मी. बी सेल्स, ब्रेक इवन सेल्स, टोटलिटी में. हाउ डू यू फाइंड आउट? टेल मी. व्हाट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय व्हाट और व्हाट डिवाइडेड बाय व्हाट? टेल मी. टोटल फिक्स कॉस्ट
Divided by
divided by what?
CV contribution.
Contribution by sales ratio. It is also called as PV ratio, or also known as what? PV ratio, profit volume ratio. भले उसको प्रॉफिट बोल रहे हो आप, बट इट इज कंट्रीब्यूशन बाय सेल्स, करेक्ट? डेरिवेशन है, डेरिवेशन, राइट? चल, कैन वी डू प्रैक्टिस ऑफ दिस वन मोर एग्जांपल, करेक्ट? ऐसा लिखो, फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट इज इक्वल टू $10 पर यूनिट, देखो, एंड बजटेड सेल्स और प्रोडक्शन यूनिट्स इज इक्वल टू 20,000 यूनिट्स. Therefore, calculate break even point units है, break even point sales. How do we do this? Break even point sales, comma, profit at 20,000 units. पहले ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट सेल्स निकालो. बोलो. Is the fixed cost in totality given to you? Tell me.
No, sir.
Can you find it? But tell me,
Yes, sir.
how will you find it? How much is the total
Sale
capacity or budgeted sale or production? Tell me. 20,000.
20,000 units.
This into how much will give you total fixed cost? Tell me. Fixed cost per unit is given. Tell me. So
Yes,
therefore, total fixed cost कितना है?
200,000.
$200,000. Correct or not? Right. Now, next, what you can do? I want BEP sales. How much is BEP sales? Tell me. But first you'll have to find contribution, no? First, what you'll have to find? Can you find contribution per unit? Tell me. Per unit निकलेगा? अरे
No, sir.
कैसे क्या निकलेगा? निकल सकता है. Budgeted sales or production दिया है? Yes. But I want what? Break even sales. How will you calculate it? Will you go the unit method, or better directly use the CS method? Tell me.
CS
Yes,
method.
method.
CS method is better. चल. CS method कैसे निकालोगे? Tell me. Contribution by sales. So how much is contribution? Tell me. 750 minus how much? 385,000 divided by 750. कितना है बाबा? Tell me. How much is it? बोलो.
0.49.
49%. 0.48 something. Give me up to 2 decimal points if points are up to decimal. Yeah, rounded it is 49%. Rounded 49 है ना मेरे हिसाब से. Correct? हाँ, चलो.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, BE sales कैसे निकालोगे? Tell me. What divided by 49%? 200,000. बराबर है ना? Total fixed cost
Yes.
divided by what? 49%. How much is that? Or 0.49. How much is that?
408,163.
408,163 dollars. Correct? Now,
Yes.
एक मिनट. हाँ, बोलो. How do
No,
you
sir.
find? How do you find profit at 20,000? Can you find profit at 20,000 units? Profit at 20,000 directly दिया है profit at 20,000 units. Tell me. 750 is the sales at 20,000 units. Variable cost is 385,000. Fixed cost is 200. वही तो
165,000.
हाँ. Do it चलो. Budgeted sales or production units given to you. Directly profit निकालो. Variable cost आ गया, fixed cost आ गया. Right? Sales आ गया. How much is profit? Tell me. Okay क्या? Everybody? चलो आ जाओ. Let's do last part for today. Right? Give a heading, margin of safety. Margin of safety. Give the heading, margin of safety.
Sir,
अभी
in that
थोड़ा सा
formula chart, we have to update more formulas, or?
हाँ इधर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट में ना आएगा ना, अभी है और है बहुत सारा है. ठीक है क्या? 2 or 3 formulas more. करेक्ट. क्योंकि मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी आने के बाद वी हैव टू डू और वी हैव टू अपडेट फॉर्मूला हियर एज वेल. करेक्ट. जगह रहने दो. नहीं भी हुआ तो इट इज ओके. व्हाट इज मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी? एनी आइडिया? Now see, Excel sheet is visible to you. Tell me. Not visible. Hey, visible. No?
Visible,
Now
sir.
visible. Now visible. Tell me. Come to this part. आ जाओ जरा. देखो about 20,000 units. Whatever units are made where you are making profits, that is DEC area. DEC. Yeah, DCE. Whatever you want to say is nothing but the profit area. Correct. So at 25,000, right? Logically, sir, 20,000 is the what break even sales. If 25,000 is my sales, how much? 25,000 is my sales. Then, sir, additionally, I have a safety margin of 5,000 units. How many units? Additional margin of how much? 5,000 units. Correct or not? Sir, 20,000 is my break even. My total sale is 30,000. How much is my margin of safety? Tell me.
10,000.
हाँ तो total budgeted or right. So if I say margin of safety, correct, it is that number of units. It is that number of units that और which are produced, that मत लिखो, which are produced or which are produced or sold over and above the break even units, over and above the break even units. Which starts giving you profit. Starts giving you profit. Starts giving you profit. Stop. Therefore, total sales or production is equal to total sales or production is equal to in units, in units is equal to BE units plus margin of safety units. MOS means what? Margin of safety units. टोटल सेल्स इन यूनिट्स ये हो सकता है बजटेड यूनिट्स, बजटेड, राइट, जनरली बजटेड होता है, बजटेड, एक्सपेक्टेड एंड सो ऑन, करेक्ट. ओके, चल, राइट. सेकंड पॉइंट लिखो या एग्जाम्पल. एक मिनट, इसका तो एग्जाम्पल अभी नहीं कर सकते. सो एक मिनट, बी यूनिट्स का एक और फॉर्मूला क्या है? टेल मी. बी यूनिट्स, इफ आई वांट टू डिराइव फ्रॉम दिस बीई यूनिट्स फॉर्मूला.
Total sales or production minus margin of safety units.
बराबर है क्या? टोटल सेल्स और प्रोडक्शन यूनिट्स माइनस व्हाट?
M.
जाओ अपडेट करो, अपडेट करो. BE units. See, you will not find this anywhere. Okay. Total sales or production units minus what you will do? MOS units. Margin of safety okay है. चल, इसके बाद वी आर अगेन गोइंग टू ब्रेक इवन एनालिसिस. ठीक है, एक बार थोड़ा मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी हो जाए. करेक्ट. नाउ आई थिंक वी कैन स्टॉप हियर टुडे. बस हो गया, राइट. फॉर टुडे वी हैव डन टू मच. ओके, tomorrow we'll continue. Tomorrow probably single product will be completed, then we move to multi product tomorrow. Day after tomorrow this chapter will be done. Probably we'll go to the next chapter on Tuesday and आज Friday new chapter will start. Thursday, Friday mid. Correct. We will then go into what? आ जाओ जरा.
Sir, do you know that reverse
What reverse calculation?
that profit equals to 0? We
हाँ, कर सकते हैं ना मैडम. सी सिंपल है. देखो,
उससे आ ही नहीं रहा सर, मैंने करा वो वाला क्वेश्चन सेम.
आपने गड़बड़ फिक्स कॉस्ट में की होगी इसीलिए. See, you can verify. We have done this. आ जाओ जरा. Can you verify this break even units? Take 8181.88 units, जो भी एक्चुअल आंसर आ रहा था. Find the answer. हो जाएगा उससे. 81818 units into contribution कितना है per unit? Tell me इधर. $11 करो. 81818 into $11,
No
90,000.
sir, I want to find out the units by reverse calculation.
अरे मैडम, तो वही तो करते अपन. आप समझे ही नहीं. देखो सिंपल करेक्ट सेल्स यूनिट्स 15,000 है करेक्ट सेल्स इज एट लेट्स से $20 तो हाउ मच इज द सेल्स बाबा 300,000 बराबर है क्या मैडम ओके एनी प्रॉब्लम यार वेरिएबल कॉस्ट $12 कितना आएगा टेल मी 180,000 करेक्ट हाउ मच इज द कंट्रीब्यूशन टेल मी $8 करेक्ट कितना
120.
आएगा 120 let's say fixed cost is 60,000 correct
हाँ,
how much is the profit tell me
60,000.
60,000 बराबर है क्या मैडम अब
हाँ.
आप बोल रहे हो प्रॉफिट जीरो ले लो प्रॉफिट जीरो
हम्म.
ले लो फिक्स कॉस्ट तो सेम रहेगा करेक्ट
हाँ.
योर कंट्रीब्यूशन
Contribution.
रिमेन द सेम
हाँ.
करेक्ट एंड दिस इज व्हाट एट $8 पर यूनिट कंट्रीब्यूशन तो सेम रहेगा
हम्म.
आर यू ओके विद दिस राइट
Yes,
so
sir.
when I do 60,000 divided by 8 I will get the number of units
Okay.
अगर मैं 1 मिनट यूनिट्स को x भी पकड़ू करेक्ट इफ आई हैव दिस डेटा दिस इज नथिंग बट 0.20x करेक्ट एंड 0.12x करेक्ट is equal to so I could do what 0.20x minus 0.12x is equal to 60,000 therefore x यानी 0. क्या होगा 08x is equal to what 60,000 therefore x is equal to how much
60,000 divided by 0.8.
यानी क्या
Got
हुआ
it, sir.
दूसरा वाला फॉर्मूला कौन सा है ये दिस इज नथिंग बट कंट्रीब्यूशन बाय सेल्स का फॉर्मूला 8% या 80% वॉट एवर इट इज करेक्ट तो उससे आपका सेल्स निकल के आएगा यूनिट्स चल एवरीबडी ओके विद दिस नहीं ये $8 आएगा 0.20 नहीं 20x बाय 12x आएगा वही मैं बोलूँ 8x आएगा 20x बाय 12x x तो नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स है तो $20 इंटू $12 और $20 इंटू x $12 इंटू x gives you 8x करेक्ट ठीक है चल we will wrap it up for today we will meet tomorrow for now today what all questions we have done all the questions that we have done today redo them okay if any doubt please ask me tomorrow we will wrap it up for today we will meet tomorrow okay
Sir, please upload the FM lecture also.
yeah I'll do that okay bye